What a youngster, while joining the army, is actually looking for is a piece of action. When you say action, you're looking at, okay, you've got a uniform, you're fighting for a cause, fighting to save the motherland, the integrity of the country. This is what actually is going on in your mind, nothing beyond that. I wanted to be independent very quickly. I wanted to get out of the house at the first given opportunity and be as little dependent on my parents as I possibly could. Then once I passed out of the NDA, and it was a natural series of progression wherein I ended up in the IMA. My first posting was in Siachen Glacier. I was in the thick of action most of the time. Even back then there was intelligence that terrorists, they are going to go after the winter vacated posts. Back then I was in a complex called Bagosha, which was in subsector West. We had this intelligence and we had to open it. I almost lost my left leg, my left thumb in the entire effort. Because one odd day you are careless and that's good enough for the weather to teach you a lesson, right? From Siachen Glacier, I jumped into Kargil war. There were places where we were really fighting pitched battles with the terrorists. Thing is that when you're in the face of enemy, morale takes on a very different meaning altogether. At that point of time, you're completely focused, completely looking, completely seeing the entire, whatever is your area. #101 was one of the few courses which was right at the forefront during the Kargil war. We saw the kind of action which had not been seen for the past 25 or more years. Very few courses can call themselves a PVC course. It's a tremendous honor being a part of 101. Very humbling to a great extent. And I wouldn't choose any other course even if I had the option. Vikram Batra I'm sorry to use that, but he was absolutely crazy. He had a different level of josh. He was tremendously motivated, self-motivated. And where that came from, I do not know all about that. But he was very different in those sense. He was all out. He was all heart, And I was not at all surprised by the fact, by what really happened during Kargil. It didn't surprise me one bit. If you're looking at the death of course mates, you were only questioning yourself, why am I not in that place, Why was I not in that place? Why wasn't that piece of action meant for me? And here we are to celebrate the course mates who have, who did that kind of a spectacular job. Bask in their reflected glory, live on, celebrate, remember them. So this is the task cut out for us, and so on and so forth.